Get the dry part, just break that up. Soften that a little bit. Soften, 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 soften. Just fuzz those edges so it's not as drawn, if you like. Fuzz those edges. Little tiny circles and little strokes, just to feather that. Feather, 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 feather. Feather, feather, feather. And we further wash that away by getting the lighter color and going straight over the top of it. Straight over the top. Wash it with the lighter color. Turquoise. 1 drop. 2 drops. And just completely cover it up. Just rub it over. It'll break up that darkness. Really blend the two and you won't even notice a difference. But you can start seeing right around the edges, it'll remain a dark sort of aura, a halo if you like. Just keep that rubbing that in. Get that turquoise to be prominent. Rub that through and in, feather that and lighten that up. Just when the burst is almost completely gone, that corner's looking really good. Up here it's a bit lighter. Get the dark color again. Aesthetic sanding. Yeah. It could go wrong, but there's not much to do here. We're just trying to get a little bit of an aura around that, just a dark halo. Just a dark halo. Get the dark again. 1 little tiny drop this time. Ever so light. Just right on the edge. Right on the edge. Half, it's only about 1/8 of an inch now instead of a 1/4 inch. It's really, really fine. Just keep working it, keep going around. Take the dry part and keep doing the same thing with the dry part now, just rubbing that down and feathering that edge so it's softer. You can see the difference. It's starting to look a little darker on the edges, okay, which is what we want, just to give that sort of burst quality. Just lighten that color while it's still sort of drying and seeping in. Get the light color again now. Turquoise. Give that another light wash, 1 drop. Now keep the strokes vertical. Go all the way to the edge. It helps to break up that dark blue even more and blends in. Swirl it. Okay, we're starting to get there. You can see that halo, sort of shadowy look around the edge. Okay, it's just feathering, that's all it is. Feather, 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 feather. We're going to do one more. That corner's really good. This corner's really good. That edge there I'm not happy with, but I'll do that right now and feather that as I do it and get that right. So we're going to go a nice prominent piece of dark now. This is the one that's going to make it pop. Do one side only and then immediately break it up. Another drop. This side. Nice and light now and wider. And now really break it up. That's it. Blend it in. Don't be frightened to go over the top of the other color, because what that does is just feathers the edges and they bleed into each other. That's how you get a good hand rub burst. See, that's looking pretty good. Got a nice aura around the edges now. Just a little bit more, just to make it pop just that tiny bit. Right on the edge. Right on the edge. And then finally, a little bit of turquoise through the middle and just to soften the edges. Turquoise, one more drop of turquoise. I'm not going all the way to the ends now, I'm just deliberately stopping, just focusing in the middle. And then just slowly, as it dries, just push it a little bit further to the edge just to soften that blue. Okay. And then just lightly keep blending those two in. It's not bad. It's getting there. That's pretty good. We don't want any more blue. A bit of turquoise. Just maybe bring that out a little bit more. That's better. There we go. It's not bad. Little pieces are harder than big pieces, believe me. Little pieces are harder than big pieces. Ain't that the truth? Get rid of that. And you can see why they're harder is because you cannot feather. There's more gradients on a larger surface and not so many on that, but it's the right color with the edges. It does match the edges, and it's still got a little bit of the turquoise in there to show you the difference on the back. It looks like that. There we go. And I'll hold that up with the other lights and you'll get to see a better indication of that. So there's the front. Okay, and there's the back. It's hardly noticeable, but it is a little bit darker around the edges. It's still a bit wet. It'll lighten up as it dries properly. But that's a nice contrasting thing. Nice contrasting piece. Pop that away. Okay. There you have it. That's that little guy. So they're ready to pretty much coat now. Now I'm going to coat these in the blue, and I'm not so sure about the Les Paul yet, but the blue Tele is going to get an acrylic, not an acrylic, a resin paint on crystal clear resin finish. I'm going to obviously try it on a piece of scrap first with color under it, because I want to, and that's another reason I colored the cavity cover. I'm going to put it on that first to see how that finishes. It does give it depth to the front. Cold War, how is it going? Good to see you. Nice. A color magician. I'm not sure about that. It just takes patience, I think. Yes, get that acid reflux taken care of. Absolutely. This guy's dried up now, and you can see this little guy looks like that. Okay, you can see the flame on that starting to really, so that's popped. And that's our little cover, our little Australian Blackwood, flame Blackwood cover for the truss rod on that. That's still a bit tacky. I'll just put this away. And what I want to do now is I want to line up the bridge on that other guy. So let me grab the Les Paul. I'm going to clamp the neck in temporarily. I know it's oiled. I'm hoping that dries. It should be touch dry. It is touch dry. That's good. One coat, it drinks the hell out of it straight away. But that's already looking better. You can start seeing what that finish is going to look like once we get that all polished up nicely. So the front looks pretty good too. We're going to just fit this in there. I want to just position where the pinholes are going for the bridge, so that we can start marking those out and prepping those out. So I'm going to pop this guy in like so. I'm going to clamp that in quickly, and then I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, there's our neck. Oh, damn it. Get in there. Okay. All right. Let's change cameras. There's our neck, right? It's fitted in there. There's a bit of work still to do on this body. A bit of work around these. We've got to clean and shave these bindings properly. But I want to just mark out where this guy's going to go. So I'm going to just check the center line, because it's been a while since I've worked on this one, and I want to make sure that everything's lined up nicely. Yep, that's pretty good. It's going to mark a center. I'm going to tape this end up and just get a real true center line. Let's mark out the center line on this guy. This one I know, it's right on this seam. Just measure this nut end here and get that right centered via the rule.